It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC West foes. It's the Cards and the Niners, and it's all up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it expected. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play action. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's go now, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Purdy looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
12 more yards there and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Murray now on first down. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get
run and try and keep the defense honest?
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Benson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is DJ Dallas. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is taken in by McBride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying them. Poise and starting to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Benson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Murray. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Open man is Jerome Jennings. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Gets past one man. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Purdy off the play fake. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got him. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just come right through them.
2nd down and 6 now. Purdy bootlegging it. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw, Purdy. His pass caught at the 4. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mitchell. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete here.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I don't care what anyone says. To me, it takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to call a running play in this down and distance. I mean, you're talking 3rd and 10, and sometimes the angles line up really well on a running play.
Well, it caught him totally off guard, obviously.
I think you catch him in some pass drops, and now you're able to fire out and get some space and create it for your runner and let your blockers get a good approach attack on the defenders. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Hit and dropped behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw to McBride. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
Fourth and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the fourth quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
On second down, Connor looking for space. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. It's just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to have the Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point try now for Moody. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Again, a run with Connor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here in Santa Clara. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Murray now on 1st down.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Good gain there on 1st down, and it keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the
game. They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll